I'm in Toronto, here on the location of the 9th night of the Midnight Madness series. Tonight is Stake Land, and it is an apocalyptic vampire movie thriller, which, hey, apocalyptic movies are great, hey, vampire movies are great, except for the Twilight vampires, because screw them, I guess, if you really want to get worked up about movies that are designed for 9-year-old girls. It's not for me, I'm a grown-up man. Why would I get mad about Twilight movies?
Some people get mad about Twilight movies because not just 9-year-olds watch them. Adults watch them and they get worked up in such a frenzy because they don't know any better, because they don't watch a lot of vampire movies. So
they think that, like, this is what vampire movies are.
Exactly. So people who do watch a lot of vampire movies are like, wait a minute, guys.
This is what real vampire movies are. This one. Or Lost Boys, right, which is totally serious and not idiotic, like the Twilight movies, right? We have wives here tonight, ignoring us. Should we ask them some questions? What is your guys' favorite vampire movie? So we'll starting with you, wife number one.
Lost Boys. And From Dusk Till Dawn.
I've got one. The one with Sarah Polley, where she's running around in a mall.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
That's zombies.
Oh,
What is the difference between a vampire and a zombie?
A vampire sucks your blood, and a zombie eats you. And they're both dead.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're both contagious.
How do you get to be a vampire?
It depends.
Someone could bite you, for example.
And how else could you become a vampire?
Sometimes you have to sleep in a coffin underneath the ground with your maker for a night, and then you become a vampire.
We're goblins from Nilbog.
We are goblins from Nilbog, that's right.
And why are you guys here tonight?
Bestwest.ca.
What are you promoting?
Bestworst.ca is promoting the feature film Troll 2, the worst film ever made.
You guys are scaring me, so I have to go. So I heard that the wives miss the husband so much that the wives had a coup and demanded to come to this Midnight Madness. Is that true?
Yeah.
Sorry, the eye holes are really small and they're unsafe.
Well, I am wearing this replica of Harrison Ford's jacket from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and under that, a guy with a movie camera for a head.
So you must be like a fan of cinema.
You know what, I've gone to some films. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I won all my midnight tickets from thesubstream.com. And as a result, I didn't read any of the descriptions because I was like, I might as well just go in with as little information as I can. So I know this is about vampires and that's about it. I will basically go see any genre movie if it sounds cool. I'm not like particularly into vampires more than, say, Frankenstein.
We're seeing Midnight Madness at Tiff. We're excited.
It's Tiff. It's Tiff. Actually, you won the tickets, right?
No, this one, my friend is working for Tiff, and she gave me free tickets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I asked her for this one specifically because we like vampire movies.
Did you guys see Daybreakers?
Yes.
We did, yes.
Yes.
That played at last year's. Did you see it then?
No, we didn't.
No.
We went to the theater to see it, but that was a good movie too.
Yeah, it was. It was all right. It wasn't the best, but I like True Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty hot. Yeah.
And I've been waiting all week to unleash this one upon you. The buzz on this has been really good. I'm really excited to be able to unleash upon you tonight the world premiere of Stake Land.
I have one confession to make. Since I was about 15 years old, all I've ever really wanted to do in life was premiere a movie at Midnight Madness. And so 15 years later, finally getting to be here to premiere a movie is pretty special. So thank you for everyone for being here for that.
Well, I feel like I have something intelligent to say, so I would like to start. The thing about Midnight Madness is you get to see these smart genre kind of experiments, and we saw one of those tonight in the movie called Stake Land. This completely weird mashup of the kind of post-peak Western film. It's a mixture of a film like Dead Man by Jim Jarmusch, or the one that it kept reminding me of the most was The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, with Zombieland. If you sold this film, Stake Land, as Zombieland with vampires, people would be disappointed because it's much too contemplative, it's much too slowly paced, it's much too sophisticated in its attempts to be about the death of some kind of American dream or the death of the frontier spirit, but there's vampires everywhere, and that's a weird thing. It's a non-commercial movie, although it's really well done and it's got some good scary moments in it. So you're kind of damned if you do and you're damned if you don't with this movie. But I'm glad they made it because it was really enjoyable to watch. And Midnight Madness is again the only place you could see a movie like this.
Within 5 minutes of Stake Land, you see a vampire eating a baby and then throwing it on the ground. It's the first vampire movie in a long time that doesn't sort of romanticize the whole vampire myth and make vampires into these mysterious, centuries-old, like, Casanovas. Like, basically vampires are monsters, inhuman, ravenous beasts that, and they're ugly too. It's refreshing to see human beings be the stars of a vampire movie, which, you don't get to see very often. Tomorrow is the very last night of Midnight Madness.
You're going to be sad when it's over. Because you know what it means? It'll mean that you and I won't get to hang out as much.
This is literally the only time we are even in the same place together.
So you're not coming for Christmas this year?
You ask me every year and I say no every year.